calling back. We're going to try to give her a call again, and then she just added another phone number to the 13-year-old grandson who's possibly with the daughter. Step out with this.
2412.
Veteran crisis hotline's calling in, so they have a female veteran off her medication. She's over at the safe haven. Attacking 12, take a check that one out.
6 Rumble, 2 1 Charlie, get shot.
Officer still stands for time? No. Offender in custody? Simple with thanks. Anyone else close, might just see result, let me know. First time out. 10-4. 422, you guys are okay over there? Are you recent at the hospital? Someone shot there. Alright, the ET doesn't take pictures of the, is it domestic related? She's calling back. We're going to try to give her a call again, and then she just added another phone number to the 13-year-old grandson who's possibly with the daughter. Step out with this. Veteran crisis hotline's calling in, so they have a female veteran off medication. She's over at the safe haven. Attacking 12, take a check that one out.
6 Rumble, 2 1 Charlie, get shot.
Officer still stands for time? No. Offender in custody? Anyone else close, might just see result, let me know.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for hopping in. I've actually, I wasn't planning on going live either, but the last hour and a half, I've been sitting here watching all the coverage, helicopter footage. We're going to show that. And then also, I've been sitting here waiting for them to leave, and you've seen a bunch of people coming out. Still waiting for Luigi Magione, if I pronounced that correctly. Hopefully I spelled it correctly too. But yeah, I'm sitting here watching this and I was like, holy crap, this is crazy. I woke up, they finally had somebody in custody. And I've just kind of been sitting here. I've gathered and collected stuff to have a show about this topic for you guys this week. But I figured today I would go ahead and hop on real quick before tonight's show and see what's up. Now, what I'm gonna do is, oh shoot, I'm sorry, there's an echo. Hold on. There we go. I apologize about that. So they've been sitting here waiting for him to come out. Now, right now they are holding him on illegal weapons charges. I guess when somebody called in the tip to the McDonald's, and I'll show you guys the McDonald's. I guess when they called in a tip at the McDonald's and then they apprehended the suspect, he had multiple fake IDs, one of them New Jersey, and illegal possession of an illegal weapon. So what I'll do is I'm going to show you all the McDonald's here in a second. And we'll go ahead and go through some of the helicopter footage. Now they do have a helicopter up. They've had one up. We're not going to get into the flight radar. But what I'll do is I'll show you some of the images that they recorded just a short time ago. But they do have a helicopter up now. I'll still go ahead and pull up flight radar just in case we have that ready. Now there's a lot of different, there's negative support and there's positive support. There's, when it comes to the healthcare system of the United States, and this is not a message to say that somebody unaliving somebody else is an excuse or called for. But when it comes to our healthcare system here in this country, it's crap. I even have family members that are dealing with the struggles of the healthcare system from the country, and the fact that people are literally having to wait and get pushed and turned away, and things get drug on and stuff. It's gonna create a lot of negative emotions, and then you mix that with mental health struggles, and and this is kind of what takes place. So I don't know. There's a lot of support going towards him. I'm not saying anybody should support anybody, going these lengths to get your point across. But there's a lot of things going on in this country right now that aren't getting addressed. Mental health. People are getting turned away that need mental health, that want mental health, that desire mental health. And then plus, if anybody's having to deal with the healthcare system, you all know the struggles that includes as well. 6:30 p.m. So 6:30 p.m. Central. No, Eastern. 6:30 p. Eastern. There's going to be a press conference. And I'm wondering if they I'm wondering, because I've been watching this for a good hour and a half. I wonder if almost like a diversion tactic, maybe? I don't know. There's been a lot of people coming out the last hour and a half. You've seen even law enforcement officers coming up to that window to our right, kind of sneaking a peek. There's a lot of chatter maybe a half an hour ago about, oh, they're coming. I'm like, shoot, I better put a thumbnail together. I better get it ready. So we went ahead and got it ready. SK, my appendix rupture. Oh my gosh, prayers. And my insurance tried to deny the surgery, claimed it wasn't emergent. Wow. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. How is that not emergent? You know what I'm saying? You mix this and mental. I mean, think about isn't that crazy? Prayers, SK. You think about all the mental health struggles we already deal with in this country because it's not being focused on. It's being dismissed. It's the weapons. No. It's because whenever we have to send money out of this freaking, I'm not going to get political, but I'm going to say it. When we have to send money and exorbitant amounts of money outside of the country, what gets skimmed off the top? Services. And it happened way before then. This has been a problem for a very long time. And it's all has to do with insurance scams. It's sad. When you have people that are reaching out for mental health services and they're denied or turned around, that's a problem. And then when you mix stuff like this, I'm going to be honest, the first time when I heard that this took place, I said to myself, I wonder if that person, kind of like what SK just said, right? This is what I first thought when this took place, when this first happened, and I woke up that morning and we heard the news 5 days ago. I automatically thought, I wonder if this person has a medical issue and they were denied and denied and denied. I wonder if maybe this person has a loved one that has a medical issue and their loved one was denied. That's the first thing that I thought when it came to this and this happening. And so I'm wondering, I'm wondering if that's where a lot of the support for this dude is coming from. Again, you should never take somebody else's life into your own hands when it comes to that, because it's not just one particular individual. This insurance issue, the healthcare issue that we have in this country goes all the way to the top, baby. It's not just, these people down there. Yes, they do make decisions. They're CEOs for a business, but at the same time, they got people up above them too. And it's a whole mucky pot stew of just muck, and they all choose to exist in it. Oh my gosh, I have great health care and I'm buried in debt for my care. Oh my gosh, guidance. Kib Kitty then said my husband's gallbladder was fine and oh my god. Well, we'll see. As of right now, they said as of right now he's being held on an illegal weapons possession charge. What's up, Busby? And they're supposed to have a press conference at 6:30 Eastern. What's up, Fusions from Albany, Oregon? Oh wow, Danny. Only 500 people worldwide. That's crazy. Prayers. What is it? What's up, Heather? Beach Bell, Yoli, what's up? So let me see here. It's called Costello syndrome. Interesting. Costello, is that? What's up, Melzy? Costello. Oh, it's all good, Katrina. I know. I could see the rabbit hole going on. I was just busy trying to get all this stuff together to go live. I was about an hour and a half ago. I started watching this, and I'm like, you know what? He's probably going to be coming out. And then I came across the chopper footage and got sucked into that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go live because he's got to be coming out here soon. Now, I'm wondering if they're doing like some kind of diversion tactic. But like I said, I've been watching this for an hour and a half. There's been plenty of people coming out. There's been Ellie kind of peeking their head through that little window there. A lot of chatter here and there. That's gross, Anissa. That's gross. That's really gross. You can go be a part of somebody else's community because that's not how we are over here. That's just gross. And not about the socks either. So they did fly a helicopter here. Let me switch you over. This is the McDonald's that they sent in the tip. This is the McDonald's that he was at. And I'll show you guys some helicopter footage here in a second. Now, I do have the live feed going on in my ear. So if there is anything that has taken place, we will switch right back to it. If anything does happen, that's great, just to catch him at McDonald's. Well, now, I don't know how long it's going to take. They were able to get DNA off of the Starbucks cup that he tossed after the person of interest, whoever committed the crime, because he's, guilty until proven innocent. They're still trying to figure out if he is that guy. He's just considered a person of interest right now, but right now he is being held on a legal weapon possession charge. When they got the tip at the McDonald's, when they apprehended the suspect, That's when they found multiple fake IDs, one that included a state New Jersey fake ID. A New Jersey ID was used to stay at that overnight location. And they found a weapon on him, and it is illegal possession. Illegal weapon is what they're saying. What's up, tatted mama and mascara? Yeah, they got the guy this morning. Right now, here, we'll switch back to this. Right now, he's inside. Like I said, he had multiple fake IDs and a legal weapon. And so right now, that's what they're holding him on. And then during the meantime, as they're holding him and as they've been holding him, they've been trying to find out if he is connected to the murder that took place against Brian Thompson up there in New York, United Healthcare CEO. Maybe. Now, this is the crazy thing is if anybody has any pictures of him being apprehended, send them to me, please, because that's one of the things that I kind of was wondering when I first heard it this morning. When I woke up 6:30 this morning, that's when I first started hearing that they had this person in custody. Now, his girlfriend has come out and said that that's not the guy, you got the wrong guy. But I'm sitting there going, okay, somebody put in a tip to McDonald's. What, was this person dumb enough to be wearing the same coat and the same backpack? He couldn't have been wearing the same backpack because he dropped the backpack before he even took off. They found the backpack. The same coat, the same mask. Was the person wearing a mask? How did they really, how did you, because the reason that New York couldn't get a face recognition ID is because they didn't have an image that was straightforward. Okay, they need an image that's straightforward to have somebody pop up. Now I'm wondering, what was he wearing when the tip came through at McDonald's? Because if somebody's looking down in a picture right here, thank you, Katrina. Let me show you guys. If somebody minus the picture in the middle, if you're looking at this photo and you're like, oh, I'm calling in how? The photo looks like Koberger. Baby Angel, she's doing okay. We're just dealing with some health stuff. We will be probably for the rest of Baby Angel's life. Baby Angel is playing with my toes right now. She's at my feet. So I don't know how that person. What was he wearing? I gotta see if anybody has a photo of him being apprehended. I gotta know what he's wearing. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find something here. There's got to be a photo out there. Let me see. Gets busted. McDonald's out of state. Guns still on him. And yes, that is a detail I forgot to mention too. They believe it's the same style of weapon that was found on him. Okay, here we go. Here's an update. Luigi Magione, a valedictorian, gets busted at a McDonald's out of state gun still on him, same clothes, and carrying his manifesto. Wow. Well, if that is true, I would pretty much say you're dead to rights. Yeah. Huh, hold on a minute. Let me keep scrolling here. Let's see. Let's go over to here. Back injury while surfing. The back required. Oh, you guys. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so back injury while surfing. The back required surgery. Luigi Mangione has a trespassing record from December 2023 in Hawaii. He trespassed at the NYPD lookout. So this is him. Hold on.
All set. Congratulations.
Again, I do have the live feed in my ear. If something's happening, we will switch back to it. Yes, she is. She loves the feet.
Headmaster Smythe, Mr. Hubeck, members of the Board of Trustees, family, friends, faculty, and fellow students. Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here to celebrate Gilman's 116th Founders Day. I'm honored to be speaking to you all today on behalf of the Gilman class of 2016. When I started writing the speech, I talked with several students and teachers and asked how they would describe the class of 2016. Many of the students characterized our class as inventive, in both imagination and initiative. At the same time, several teachers reminded me of our class's commitment to Gilman and its traditions. I came to realize that both views are correct. The class of 2016 is truly defined by its inventive, pioneering mentality that accompanies a strong commitment to Gilman tradition. Throughout its time here at Gilman, the class of 2016 has been coming up with new ideas and challenging the world around it. Our selling of Chick-fil-A during lunch, arguably the staple of our class, provides a great example. In our sophomore year, when brainstorming ways to fundraise, we didn't just settle for the usual methods of selling spirit shirts and Christmas trees. In addition to this, we did what seemed impossible given the tight schedule of the school day and began shuttling dozens of Chick-fil-A sandwiches to Gilman between assembly and lunch. Soon, we were selling over 100 Chick-fil-A sandwiches each day, and what became likely one of the most successful class fundraisers in Gilman's history. But our ability to come up with new ideas didn't start then. I've noticed it as long as I've been here, even in my very first year as a sixth grader. If any of you have ever been on Gilman's campus before school starts, you would have noticed that every morning, rain or shine, the turf is filled with middle school students playing soccer, football, and frisbee. That tradition was actually started by the class of 2016. As many of you know, Gilman Middle School offers not one, but 2 recesses per day. But for the class of 2016, that wasn't enough. So, as sixth graders, rather than sitting in the hallways waiting for school to begin, we decided we'd give ourselves an extra morning recess before the morning even started. And now, 7 years later, that morning recess remains as a regular part of every school day. Of course, this isn't anything revolutionary, but it shows that even early on, the class of 2016 was challenging the world around it. Having great ideas, however, isn't enough to innovate. The class of 2016's inventiveness also stems from its incredible courage to explore the unknown and try new things. Just look at a few highlights from our senior year. This April, 5 seniors performed in Gilman's spring musical, The Addams Family, all of whom had no prior musical experience. 3 seniors, Jeremy Booth, Gus Meny, and Jake Goodwin, lended lead roles. while Tommy Morey and Chris Wolf helped put on the show that I doubt any of us will forget. How about this winter when Kevin Wang delivered his senior speech? As Kevin moved to America and joined our class in 9th grade, English isn't his first language. But that didn't stop him from delivering a both hilarious and thought-provoking speech about his transition to the United States. How about Ray Saunders leading Gilman's first-year cybersecurity team? Even competing against hundreds of veteran teams, the Gilman squad managed to advance to the state and then regional championships. All of these endeavors took a huge amount of courage. They demonstrate that the class of 2016 truly has the fearlessness to explore new things and the obvious ability to excel. But as inventive as the class of 2016 is, our class was able to explore the new while also preserving the old. Just look back at the most significant and magical night of our senior year, the 100th annual Gilman McDonald football game. After hundreds of hours of preparation, our seniors led the Gilman team to victory. Competing in the second oldest football rivalry in the state of Maryland, however, they represented not just this year's team, but Gilman as an institution and all the alumni that preceded them. So the class of 2016 not only explored new frontiers, but also maintained Gilman's most important traditions. I think this combination of preservation and exploration is what Gilman is all about. Gilman maintains its classic core values by cultivating mind, body, and spirit in its students, but also champions an environment of acceptance and diversity, while excelling in its technological endeavors. This fusion is such a strong part of Gilman, it's even evident in its physical geography. Just look to the construction outside Gilman, or outside. Gilman is actively rebuilding itself, but its brand new fields sit next to classic buildings like Cary Hall. Further, these new constructions, for example, Sotier Stadium, bear with them Gilman's rich history in their names. So it's no surprise that the class of 2016 picked up this ability to explore both new and old. And it's no surprise they were able to achieve all they did this year, these last few years as well. But it wasn't just Gilman as an institution that shaped our experience here. The people in our lives, especially our parents and teachers, had such huge roles as well. The parents here today, first off, sending us to Gilman was far from a small financial investment. I'd like to personally thank each of you for sending your sons here, as I can't imagine the class of 2016 without any one of these men on stage. Further, thank you for all the time and love you've put into our lives. You've instilled values in us, fed and clothed us, and simply been there for us every step of the way. I'd also like to thank every Gilman teacher and faculty member here today throughout all 3 divisions of the school. While the events and accomplishments I've mentioned in the speech were meant to highlight the imagination and courage of the class of 2016, these occurrences also drew heavily from your efforts. Our imagination draws from your inspiration, and our courage largely depends on your encouragement in the classroom, on the fields, and on the stage. So parents and faculty, thank you for all you have done for us. Today is as much an achievement for you as it is for us. As I conclude my speech, I have to remember that a valedictory, by definition, is a farewell. We seniors have been hiding from it all year, and I've even been avoiding it in my speech. But now it's time to face the truth. Our time as Gilman students has come to an end. It seems like just yesterday that we were freshmen, having tie wars and playing computer games in CT20, but now we're moving on. Just like we've done these past few years, we'll be exploring the unknown, whether that be attending colleges across the country, traveling the world during gap years, or fulfilling military service in foreign countries. As we embrace the new, however, we won't forget the old. Our friendships, values, and memories from Gilman will always stay with us. So, to the class of 2016, a kind of class that only comes around once every 50 years. It's been an incredible journey, and I simply can't imagine the last few years with any other group of guys. Thank you.
All right, so we're switching back to this. They switched camera angles. 1 second. Let me go back here. Let me see. Let me just rewind it about 30 seconds. What's he saying? It's not even. So he's just must be saying that they're switching. Okay, so they haven't. There he is right there. All right, hold on 1 second. Let's rewind it just a little bit. So they just got a glimpse. And what I'll do is I'll slow it down too, because it's kind of hard to rewind it on that spot. Is he going to talk? Now they're comparing him to the Joker in the Dark Knight. All right, hold on. Ah, this is interesting. Here is a photo. All right. Okay, so they're going inside to do a press conference. Let me slow that down for y'all. Let's hit mute, and then also, so there's some photos right there. Okay, so let me pause it when we can get the best shot there. Now, there is the photos of the weapon and the fake driver's license. One of them even says McLovin, you guys. One of the driver's license even says McLovin. Oh my gosh. I'll show you that in a second. What the hell? Like, you got a fake ID that your name is McLovin? Oh my lord. Oh my lord. What? It is very, it's almost like, listen, you didn't even change your clothes, bro. You didn't change your clothes. It's almost like dude wanted to get caught. Who in the F writes messages on shell casings? Somebody that probably wants to get caught. Who in the hell wears the same clothes? All right, hold on 1 second. Let me pause it right there. So there's your shot. So we'll leave it on that for a second. All right, now I'm going to show you guys these freaking fake IDs. Is that how he knew he was at McDonald's? The Happy Meal. All right, so check this out, y'all. There's a fake ID, McLovin. Hold on, let me. Oh, that's as large as I could make it. McLovin. Hawaii driver's license. Organ donor. Always donate your organs. I've always been an organ donor ever since I could be on mine. McLovin. 892 Honolulu. Very odd. Here is another. This is the New Jersey fake ID that they were talking about. This is the New Jersey fake ID. Mark Rosario. And then there's the weapon that they confiscated. So again, you got McLovin. McLovin. You got Mr. Rosario, and then you have the weapon that was confiscated. All right, so we'll switch back to this. Let me see here. This is a former FBI profiler that is breaking down the United Healthcare person of interest. We'll switch to this real quick. Thank you all for hopping in. Appreciate you. Please hit the like if you haven't yet.
So, Mary, we just learned this afternoon that the person of interest in this case was found eating at a McDonald's. First of all, what do you make of the circumstances in which he was found?
Well, there are a couple of things, but one of the most interesting to me is that this person of interest had attended college, graduate school, had a job, interacted with a lot of people. So he had a lot of contacts with people that one would think over the years would be familiar with his ideations, would be familiar with how he looked, would be familiar with his conversations. And yet it really took a stranger at a McDonald's in a kind of an obscure location to contact the police. So
we're in the same outfit.
The question, why didn't these other people who have known him for years, why did they not call in?
Or is that something maybe that the detectives were keeping close to the vest? Because like you said, it does seem odd that there were so many connections to him, whether it's his fraternity, high school, and those were really clear images. Why did it take so long for an identity to be revealed in this case?
I mean, there were sideways.
That will eventually come out, I'm certain. And I think with, with other cases that I've worked over the years, what people sometimes do is convince themselves, oh, that can't be my fraternity brother. That can't be the person I sat next to at school because they were so nice. And the same is really true if you go back to the Unabomber case. The Unabomber was really turned in by his brother, but he attended Yale University. He went to school. He had been around other people. So over the years, people knew him, knew what he wrote about, knew his ideation, and nobody turned him in. And then it wasn't until his brother read his writings that he was actually turned in. So we've seen this happen before, and I think eventually it'll come out why other people did not feel comfortable calling in.
And is that what it boils down to, the psychology of people not wanting to mistakenly identify someone to get them in trouble?
I think that's a part of it, that people think, well, I could be wrong. Maybe it's not him. I remember him as being, again, just this nice, very outgoing, very smart person. And I don't want to ruin his life by calling him in. I think you will have a segment of people that
I don't want to ruin his life
thought that way if they looked at the picture and thought, geez, it kind of reminds me of him, but no, it just possibly couldn't be him. So I think that I've seen that so often in cases. We have ways that we normalize our friends and relatives and wouldn't dream about calling them in if we saw their picture posted by the police department.
Now we know that a number of items were covered: a mask, a manifesto, 2-page, explanation potentially for why he was angry at healthcare systems in this country, and also a weapon that fit the description of the one that was used. A lot of folks may wonder, why wouldn't you ditch these items? It seemed like there was a lot of pre-planning leading into this.
It's almost
shooting,
like he wanted to get
not
caught.
so much planning on the back end.
In a way, right?
I think that is a very good assessment. And early on, to me, it was pretty clear that you had a person that had practiced but wasn't experienced. Experienced person, someone that would have committed an assassination and learned from their mistakes. Get rid of all.
What the fuck? Do you think he got his, he was a valedictorian, lady? This dude was a valedictorian, and you think that he got his fucking mental smarts from a Jack in the Box prize? He's a valedictorian. You don't think the dude would be like, maybe I should change my outfit? What the hell is this lady talking about? I'm sorry. What the
evidence.
Fuck?
Don't carry the weapon on you. Do A, B,
He's
C,
a
and D.
valedictorian.
But we didn't see that in this crime scene. We didn't see this in the post-defense behavior. Yes, he practiced. Yes, he wore a mask.
He's a
Yes, he wore
valedictorian,
gloves.
lady.
Yes, he got rid of his backpack. He did things to show that he thought things through, but he had never been through it
Oh my
himself until
gosh.
last week when he shot and killed the CEO.
Oh my gosh.
And I think that
I'm-
that really makes a big difference in criminal behavior. If you don't know based on experience, not just practice, but based on experience, you're going to make mistakes, which
I'm
is
about
what he
done.
did. And
I'm
he
about
carried
done.
his supplies with him, which were probably important to him and immediately therefore available to the police. And I think that comes from a lack of experience.
Oh my
It
lord.
almost seems like he wanted.
Well, I'm sorry. What lack? Of course, the dude probably never did it before, but he's gonna have. He's a valedictorian. He's not the dude that's flipping fries at the McDonald's. What the?
it to be caught. Is that
I've heard
possible?
that said. Well, it's funny because I hear that come up a lot in
Who
different
is this
cases.
lady?
This person really wanted to be caught. And I really have not seen that. I see people that want.
Who in the F? Listen. Who in the F writes messages on showcasing? The first thing I said to myself when I heard about the showcasings, I was like, well, dude probably doesn't care if he gets caught.
Want to get credit for their criminal behavior. I see people that want to be recognized for their ideology,
my lord.
recognized for their beliefs and their philosophies. But to say, I really want to get caught because I want to spend the rest of my life in prison.
No, it's called I do want to get caught. That's the end game, but I don't want to get caught right away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you chase me around because it's the fun of the chase too. I don't know who this lady
Or a
is.
substantial part of the rest of my life in prison. I don't see that. So I think we're going to have to separate out what it was that he really wanted. If the manifesto and his ideation and his philosophies were really important, he would want credit for those. But to say I want to be arrested and go to prison for rest of my life or most of it, I don't see that.
Where do you think the investigation is likely to go next? Obviously, there's still a lot more to learn.
There is so much more to learn. So they will have leads that are sent all over the United States. He has contacts in San Francisco, Hawaii. They'll interview people that he's worked with, that he's gone to school with. What they'll do is they'll want to go back.
McLovins is contacting Hawaii, isn't he? McLovin.
And see, when did this ideation of his, when did it first surface? When did he first develop it? So it will be
Who is this lady?
Vast, and it will be historical.
What's up,
So
Brady?
we can expect to see many, many weeks of investigation.
Have you covered a case like this before?
I worked on the Unabomber case.
Right?
Okay, so that was the association that you were making there.
Yes, the association came from Unabomber, read the manifesto.
All right, we're done with that, lady. We'll switch back to this when he was brought in. Then I'm going to go to an article about the weapon charge. We're going to check for any live updates that are coming through. And then there's we'll watch that chopper over his house, too. I don't know what that lady was saying. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry for wasting 6 minutes and 34 seconds of your all's time. Well, it was a little bit more because I did pause it. So I'm going to show you the video of them bringing him in again. Again, there's going to be a press conference coming up in 25 minutes. We might have to push the show from tonight. 1 second. So there's him coming in. Do it one more time. I'm going to slow it down and we'll watch the whole thing. Oh, they just kind of snuck to it. All right, let's see. Playback speed, 0.25. Ah, come on, YouTube. There we go. He seems pretty damn confident, don't he? Holding the head high. Let me mute that. Yeah, I wonder if it did have something to do with the back surgery. Ah, what the heck? That was weird. His head is held high. He's looking up. That's a sign of confidence or arrogance or whatever. But it's not a sign of defeat. Let's look again as he was walking through here again. Yeah, he even has his head raised a little higher as he's walking into the door. I'm gonna pause it again. What's up, Miss Cosma? Right there. Oh, I'm sure they'll keep a close eye on him. Again, this is what they found on him. Similar weapon, multiple fake IDs. The one supposedly used in New York. The connection to Hawaii, McLovin. Look at that. He even signed it, McLovin. Look at that. He even signed it, McLovin. Yes, valedictorian. Is that real, Katrina? Is that real? That's not the same bike, though. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. All right, so this again, this is the McDonald's right here. This is the helicopter footage over his house. So we'll play that a little bit for you. All right, we'll get rid of that. Here, we'll have it. It just disappeared. Here, we'll have it up just a little bit, just in case there is some kind of chatter. Probably won't be. Yeah, we'll just mute that. So this is the helicopter over his residence earlier. I don't know. I really think it has something to do with the back injury and the surgery, and probably was denied. Dang, Yoli, that is crazy. It does look like Koberger's house, don't it? Except the garage is on the other side. But that front view, yeah. And it's in PA as well. Isn't that crazy, Yoli? It's in Pennsylvania, where he was apprehended. I'm going to see if there's some other updates too, real quick, as we're watching this. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, here we go. Here's a better video right here. Ooh, hold on 1 second. This is a better video. They actually have him getting out of the vehicle. Presser in 17 minutes. I'm just checking to see if there's some other updates here real quick so we can knock them all out for you and we don't get behind. Okay, so that was all of them. Okay, now let me go back. This is a good one right here. Yeah, this straight up has him right from getting out of the vehicle. All right, so what I'm going to do is we will... All right, we'll pause that. Let's go to this real quick. So here's the video of him actually getting out of the vehicle. Okay, and then you see the shot right there. So let me rewind this. Let's slow it down. And then you can watch it in slow motion. Excuse me. Thank you all for being here. Look at that. They turned the light on the camera right at the right time. So here is the actual footage of him getting out of the vehicle. He's not trying to hide his face. He's looking all over the place. Looking around, looking back. What did McLovin do? McLovin didn't do anything. All right, we'll keep that on the back burner. McLovin didn't do anything. He just was on a fake ID for Hawaii. All right, so I'm going to go back to this video. And let me get ready for the presser coming up here in a second. The presser's coming up in 14 minutes. All right, I'm just looking around here for some more updates real quick. This is Washington, D.C., Townsend, Maryland. Townsend, Maryland is where this house is located. All right, 1 second. Let me update this. Now, we've seen some information. We'll go back to it that he had some kind of back surgery or required back surgery or something to that effect. Go back to that in a second here. Okay. Okay, there's that. Yeah, the fake ID from Superbad. And he even signed it. So yeah, this is Townsend, Maryland. We'll be live for that press conference here. Now, let me check. It's not letting me. Hold on. There's a newer version of the post. What? What the hell is that? There's that. And if you're on Twitter or I retweet all of this stuff on Twitter, and that way you can have that for yourself as well. Go here, latest. Okay, let's see here. Oh, wow. Check this out. Oh, this is crazy. This is, oh my gosh, this is nuts. Look at this. He did a post, and look at this. Sit, pose, smile. Luigi from Fiji. Sit, pose, and smile. That's pretty creepy. We retweeted that as well. All right, so that was the helicopter footage. Oh, there's more of it still, just to show you guys. What the heck? That Yoli says that's in California. Hotel del Coronado. Ain't that crazy though? Sit, pose, and smile. From sit, pose, and smile to deny, defend, and depose. Very interesting. Let's retweet that as well. And at Evil CJ on all platforms, EVILLECJ. And so I retweeted all that on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, go follow me. And then you'll see all the retweets from that. And so, again, here's that photo as he's kind of walking out. Let me see here. Inside police station. All right, thank you. Give me 1 second here. It's just all going to be fluid. Thank you, Katrina. Let me open that up and we can show you that. There's the photo of him inside the police station. And so what is this? It said from ABC News. He was on a Greyhound bus traveling through Altoona on Monday morning, sources said. When he got off and walked into a McDonald's where a witness recognized him from the images of the suspect circulated by police. Wow. Ain't that nuts? And then again, here's that. Okay, now. Yoli. Thank you, Katrina. Now, let me see here. I'm going to see if there's anything. We got the press conference coming in 5 minutes. I will read that article to you here in a second before we switch to that. I'm trying to see. Ooh, here's a better video. This one actually shows him pulling up. We'll get to that in a second. Let me see something here. Let's see. Let's go to let's go to Fox 5 Washington. Okay, it says they're live. All right, here we go. Ooh, we got a live feed to the courtroom. Oh, hell yeah. Live feed to the courtroom. live feed to the courtroom. Oh, hell yeah. All right, let me turn this music down. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh yeah, another view coming in. We'll switch to that. Let me see. We've still got a couple minutes. Let me. Here's that video real quick. Switch right back. So this is him as they pulled up, and I think he's probably going to look straight at this camera. Actually. Oh, okay. It came back around. So there you go. There's the full video of it. As he's walking in. And I still do have the live feed in my ear. We will switch right back to it if we're not done with this. He took a deep breath there too. He's okay. Yeah, we're waiting. We got the press conference. They're just doing mic checks here in the background. Mic check, mic check. I'm going to do a mic check too. Is my mic working? Mic check. I'm going to pretend that my mic's not working, and I'm going to ask y'all to drop one in chat to make sure that you can hear me, just to boost the algorithm.
1, 2, 3, Blair County Courthouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Also, I'm going to pretend that my mic's not working instead of being honest about why I'm late. Thank you. Yeah, just let me know you're there, please. Type 1. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Oh, what's up, Tara? Oh, what's up, Tara? Appreciate you so much. Miss Cosmo. What's up, Pam? What's up, April? What's up, Polly? Darlene? We're just waiting for this press conference here. Trust me, if you're just joining right now, you want to go back to the beginning. We went through a lot of different things as soon as we went live. I did push tonight's show, the breakdown of the footage. I did push it back a little bit. We might be switching it to tomorrow. I'm still waiting. Depends on how much we're going to go into this, because we can break down that footage anytime. This right here kind of takes over. I'm screaming ones, Tara. I appreciate you. It's just it's some of the shit that these other people on this platform poll on their communities. It's just like, oh my God. And it's like this too. It's like, when have I ever struck even a troll for using any of my content? I continue to tell people that's why I don't even put watermarks on a lot of my footage, because it's not about personal gain. It's about community and finding truth and answers, and we can't do it unless we all try and do it together. So, you know, when somebody's like, do we got permission? It's like, any trolls out there, when have I ever struck you for using my content, right? When have I ever? I never. Listen, trolls are fucking trolls. It is what it is. My gosh. It's okay. People, like, they'll come here and they'll be like, damn, CJ, he's pretty chill. It's like, I don't even strike trolls. When would I strike somebody? I don't know. I'm not out for it. For me, it's about all these communities, victims, and families, man. Whoa, what's up with the feed here? What the heck? All right, it's their feed. It's their feed. Everything's coming in here clear. Again, while we're waiting for their mic check, this is the suspect's, I guess, mugshot. That's a weird. But hey. Whoa. All right, hold on a second. What the heck? Let's see here. All right, it's back. All right. Now that's, let me see here. Oh, here we go.
Do you have any indication?
So this is one in New York. They're having a press conference in PA in a second.
Like how long this handwritten?
In this case, the
territory that rules.
Threats shared with you.
Get to the very latest as the manhunt continues for the person of interest in the United Healthcare CEO killing. You're taking a look at some photos that the New York Police Department released.
Over the past 4 years, we have consistent with the weapon used in the murder. They also.
All right, hold on. I'm not trying to hear presidential shit.
Been looking for. He's also in possession of several items that we believe will connect.
Invested over.
All right, just give it a second. Let's see here. Let me switch over to here. All right, this is from just a few minutes. Whoops. This is just from a few minutes ago.
That in particular, other banks.
All right.
may not.
What's up, Samantha?
All right, everyone, you are watching live now from Fox, everyone. We do want to take you out to New York City, getting an update right now on the person of interest in the CEO investigation.
Yes, we're waiting on the PA press conference.
A strong person of interest in the shooting that shook our city last week. A CEO, Brian Thompson of United Healthcare, was the victim of a senseless act of violence. Our officers have been working around the clock. Many of them did not go home to pursue this individual. It was crucial that we were able to remove him off the streets of America, and we were going to seek him out no matter where he was at the time. And so this is a strong person of interest. The police commissioner and chief of detectives will go over where we are right now in the investigation. He matches the description of the identification we've been looking for. He's also in possession of several items that we believe will connect him to this incident. How did we do it? Good old-fashioned police work. The chief of detectives and the police commissioner made the decision to release as much of a photo that we had at the time. We sent it across the country, and someone, a McDonald's employee, did something we ask every American to do. If you see something, say something, but most importantly, do something.
McDonald's
and they did.
employee.
And because of that, we believe we have a strong person of interest to deal with this case. I want to now turn it over to the police commissioner of the city of New York, Commissioner Tisch.
Still waiting on the PA.
Good afternoon, everyone. Earlier this morning in Altoona, Pennsylvania, members of the Altoona Police Department arrested Luigi Mangione, a 26-year-old male, on firearms charges. At this time, he is believed to be our person of interest in the brazen targeted murder of Brian Thompson, CEO of United Healthcare, last Wednesday in Midtown Manhattan. The suspect was in a McDonald's and was recognized by an employee who then called local police. Responding officers questioned the suspect, who was acting suspiciously and was carrying multiple fraudulent IDs as well as a U.S. passport. Upon further investigation, officers recovered a firearm on his person, as well as a suppressor, both consistent with the weapon used in the murder. They also recovered clothing, including a mask consistent with those worn by our wanted individual. Also recovered was a fraudulent New Jersey ID, matching the ID our suspect used to check into his New York City hostel before the shooting incident. Additionally, officers recovered a handwritten document that speaks to both his motivation and mindset. NYPD detectives are en route to Pennsylvania as we seek to interview the subject further.
We'll have that next.
This apprehension is thanks to the tireless work of the greatest detectives in the world, and of course, the strong relationships we have with our local law enforcement partners on every level, local, state, and federal. We all serve the same public safety mission. And this case, which captured the attention of an entire nation, is another example of how connected we are and how important it is to work together, share information, and pursue every lead. For just over 5 days, our NYPD investigators combed through thousands of hours of video, followed up on hundreds of tips, and processed every bit of forensic evidence, DNA, fingerprints, IP addresses, and so much more to tighten the net. We deployed drones, canine units, and scuba divers. We leveraged the domain awareness system, Argus cameras, and conducted aviation canvasses. And our detectives also went door to door, interviewing potential witnesses and doing the good old-fashioned police work that our investigators are famous for. This combination of old school detective work and new age technology is what led to this result today. And we must also acknowledge the instrumental role the media and the public played in this case. The images that we shared with the public were spread far and wide, and the tips we received led to the recovery of crucial evidence. We should never underestimate the power of the public to be our eyes and our ears in these investigations. This is the third time in 3 weeks that a member of the public has seen something and said something and done something that led to a high-profile arrest. The triple stabbing homicide in Manhattan, the gunpoint robberies in Queens during which an NYPD officer was shot, and now this. Now, the case will continue through the criminal justice process. And while we are proud of today's accomplishment, we must, of course, remember that a family is in mourning. I want to again extend my sympathies to Brian's family, his co-workers, and all who knew him. Finally, I want to thank the women and men of the NYPD, especially our Detective Bureau personnel, with a strong assist from our intelligence analysts. We also thank the SAC of the FBI's Criminal Investigative Division, Leslie Rodriguez-Bekshis. And I want to commend the staff of the Manhattan DA's office, and especially DA Alvin Bragg. He has been working with us 24/7 on this case, and I am incredibly grateful for his partnership. I'll now pass it along to our great Chief of Detectives, Joe Kenny, who will provide additional information. Chief.
Thank you, Commissioner. Good afternoon. As the Commissioner stated earlier, a male was taken into custody today in Altoona, Pennsylvania this morning. He has been identified as Luigi Nicholas Mangione. He's a male, 26 years old. He was born and raised in Maryland. We know he has ties to San Francisco, California, and his last known address was Honolulu, Hawaii. He has no prior arrest history in New York. Members of the NYPD Detective Bureau are currently traveling to Pennsylvania with members of the Manhattan District Attorney's Office to interview this subject. This case was brought to a successful conclusion based on the coordinated effort between numerous NYPD units, including the Intelligence and Counterterrorism Bureau, our federal partners at the FBI, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, and of course, members of the Altoona Police Department in Pennsylvania. On Thursday, one day after this crime was committed, the NYPD released a photo of the shooter in this case. This picture was obtained by the NYPD during one of their extensive video canvasses. We took that photograph and we asked for the public's help in identifying this subject, and the public responded. Hundreds of tips began to pour into our hotline. Each tip was investigated thoroughly, and we began to release additional photographs as they came into our possession. The NYPD provided these photos to numerous media outlets. Local, national, and international outlets released the photo via television, print, social media, and online content. Luckily, a citizen in Pennsylvania recognized our subject and called local law enforcement. Members of the Altoona Police Department responded to the call, and based on their investigation, they notified the NYPD. This investigation is still active and ongoing. Thank you very much.
Shooting first, and then we'll. Mark?
I had a couple questions about the document that he was found in possession with. Can you go a little bit more in depth about those motivations that you mentioned? Was that CEO specifically named in that document? Was there anything more about him wanting to go after others? And also in that document, was there any indication that explains us how the level of detail that he went into killing him? Like, is there anything?
Like I said, that document is currently in the possession of the Altoona Police Department as part of their investigation. But just from briefly speaking with them, we don't think that there's any specific threats to other people mentioned in that document. But it does seem that he has some ill will toward corporate America.
Over here, sir. NJ?
Chief, was the suspect wearing a mask at the time he was spotted in the McDonald's? And also, criminal cases often have a linchpin. Can you point to a single linchpin that helped crack this case?
There's numerous linchpins in this case, in the fact that we've recovered an enormous amount of forensic evidence, an enormous amount of video, and once again, with your help and the public's help. So I really couldn't put it on one thing, but if I had to, it would be the release of that photograph from the media.
You said he had a passport on him. Do you believe he was trying to flee the country? And also, are you still looking for any evidence in Central Park in regards to the bike?
We had divers in the water yesterday that came up negative results. The passport, we don't believe that he was planning on doing any traveling at this time. We don't think at this point in our investigation, we don't think he was trying to flee the country.
The person at the McDonald's, were they buying food? What were they doing at that exact moment?
He was an employee at the McDonald's.
Right. But what was the suspect doing?
He was sitting there eating.
Will the suspect be brought back to New York and charged here? And when?
We're going to have to work that out with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office in Altoona, Pennsylvania. He's going to be facing gun charges there. And at some point, we'll work out through extradition to bring him back to New York to face charges here, working with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office.
Anita? Hi, Anita from the New York Post. I was just hoping to get more details on the capture itself. Did he put up a fight? Did he say anything to cops? And we've also reported that he published online anti-health care industry rantings. Can you share with us some of the services that he posted on?
We're still working through his social media. We're going to do a complete scrub of that. Preliminarily, like I said, he seems that he has some ill will toward corporate America, but that will all come out as part of our investigation. We're not done here. We're still going to be putting this together. We're still going to be working very hard to bring this to a successful conclusion.
And the capture itself, did he put up a fight? Did he say anything to police?
I don't have that information.
Oh, sorry. Can you elaborate on how he got there, the path he took from Port Authority and on the George Washington Bridge to Altoona, PA? Same
thing. This just happened this morning. We'll be backtracking his steps from New York to Altoona, Pennsylvania.
I was going to ask if we knew anything, if he took a bus to Philadelphia first and then somehow got to Altoona.
We're still working on that. We're still working through that.
Is there any indication that anybody else was helping him from the inside, as far as tracking the CEO's movements?
Once again, we're still working this investigation very hard. It's not at its conclusion yet. That could come out during our investigation, but as of right now, we have no indication that took place.
Chief, did he have any weapons or anything like that with him when he was arrested?
He was in possession of a ghost gun that had the capability of firing a 9mm round and a suppressor.
Can you get into a little bit about the technical aspects of the investigation? I know you deployed an unprecedented amount of technology. You also activated the Sentry program through Intel. Can you talk about how that is going to play into actually building the case as far as cell phone and all of the other technical aspects of what you've done?
In this case, it really came down to technology was the use of drones in Central Park, and really comes down to the video canvas that we did. We used every source of video that we could collect, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours from hundreds of sources, and that helped bring this to where we are right now.
The gun is it believed to be the gun he used in the shooting? And there was some talk that it was a veterinarian type gun. Is that accurate?
No, as of right now, the information we're getting from Altoona is that the gun appears to be a ghost gun, may have been made on a 3D printer, the capability of firing a 9mm round. Obviously, that will come out during our ballistics testing.
Oliver?
Yeah, Oliver Barnes from the Flash Times. Do you have any indication how long this handwritten, is it a handwritten manifesto that you found on the suspect? And then also whether or not he put it online at all?
Don't know if it's online. As of right now, it's a handwritten 3-page document.
Chief, does he have ties to that area, and was he someone who you knew by name before his arrest?
We believe he may have attended college in Pennsylvania, but like I said earlier, he has ties to Maryland and California and Hawaii.
You knew him by name before today. Was his name on your radar?
Excuse me?
Was his name on your radar? Was he someone who you had been looking into before his arrest?
No, we did not have his name prior to today.
Does he have any prior arrests? I know there were none for New York City, but is there any prior arrests anywhere else in the country?
We have not come across any arrests in the country.
Chief, hi, how are you? On two things. On the ghost gun, is it something you're going to be looking into to see if he made it himself and can he make that himself? Or would he have to buy the gun the way it was?
No, once again, that'll be part of our investigation as we follow up.
I mean, obviously he's going to face murder charges, but is there any chance that he could face any other charges because he was targeting the CEO and because of his writings and other things that we're now finding on him? Federal charges or
That determination will be made by Alvin Bragg.
Yes, what connections does he have in Pennsylvania that you know of? And are they in Altoona specifically?
We believe he attended college in Pennsylvania.
Does he know anybody in Pennsylvania?
Wouldn't be able to tell you that.
All right, we're gonna take one more question from shooting Marla, and then we're gonna go. Is there, what, you talk about the manifesto having said things against corporations, but specifically United Healthcare, and do you believe that Mangione acted alone?
We believe at this point, our investigation is leaning toward he was acting alone. So, like I stated earlier, we're still working through the investigation. We're not stopping today. And as far as the manifesto, like I said, I don't have the complete details of that. It's in the possession of the Altoona Police Department.
We're gonna shift to Conf.
Good job, Chief. Commissioner, Chief Mangione. Again, great job by the New York City Police Department. In certain aspects of this investigation and the crime itself is something that we have been zeroing in on. Ghost guns. We have really talked about this since the beginning of the administration. They could be made on a 3D printer, and they are extremely dangerous, and we must do more on the federal level to clamp down on the availability of ghost guns. And it just really leads into just the top headers of what we did last week and what we're doing this week. This week is all about public safety. Public safety, I've stated over and over again, is a prerequisite to our prosperity. And we're going to continue to make this city a safe city, safest big city in America. But anytime you have a crime of this magnitude, it shocks us, and it really has a major impact on the perception of crime in this city. This crime has continued to go down. We're going to continue to do what's needed. Today, we announced an Every Block Count initiative, and the blocks that we identified since October, they have not had one shooting or one shots fired job that came over. We're going to add that on to our community link operation that has resulted in over 1,000 operations and over 700 complaints resolved, nearly.
All right, folks, we just want to regroup right here as the New York City mayor now going on to other topics. We'll get back out to that in just moments, but just want to reiterate. So a strong person of interest in custody now there in Pennsylvania, an employee at a McDonald's notified police saying that they had someone in their eating that matched the description of the suspect there in the United Healthcare CEO murder that took place.
All right, so we're going to switch to this. I'll show you the image. We're still waiting for a PA press conference to happen. We'll go through the charging documents here in a second. Shout out Nick the Hat. This is why we came across this in the beginning of the show. And this is where I think there's potential motive when it comes to a back surgery that was required. I mean, you think about the messages that were left on the shell casings, the crime itself. I don't know. It just, as soon as I first heard about it that morning, 5 days ago, it was like, does this have something to do with something health related? Now, he did or is not sure yet MSE and BSE in computer science at Penn, and that's where he was apprehended today. So here is Nick the Hat's. He dropped the documents, the charging documents for Luigi. So let me get to those real quick. Let me switch the screen. There's the link for you if you want to have them for yourself. Here's the first one. Let's see here. Let's see. Incident number 29133. Here, let me get rid of my face so you guys can see this in its entirety there. All right. So let me see here. Okay. Offense defined: a person is guilty of forgery if with the intent to defraud or injure anyone, or with the knowledge that he is facilitating a fraud or injury to be perpetrated by anyone, the actor utters any writing which he knows to be forged in a manner specified in paragraphs or of this subsection. All right. Firearms not to be carried without a license. Like they just said a few minutes ago, Ghost Gun 3D printer. Let me see here. Offense defined except as provided in paragraph 2, any person who carries a firearm in any vehicle or any person who carries a firearm concealed on or about his person except in his place of abode or fixed place of business without a valid or lawfully issued license under this chapter commits a felony of the 3rd degree. And then also a person who commits a misdemeanor of the 1st degree if, knowing that he has no privilege to do so, he falsifies, destroys, removes, or conceals any writing or record or distinguished mark or brand or other identification with the intent to deceive or injure anyone, to conceal any wrongdoing. All right, so it looks like we are getting ready for the press conference in PA. Give me 1 second. We will switch back to those documents here in 1
Up here in
second.
just
All right,
a
here we
matter
go.
of moments, Luigi Mangione arraigned in Pennsylvania. Let's listen in to authorities in Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania, provide an update.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Deputy Chief Derek Swope of the Altoona Police Department. Today, we're going to go through an incident that occurred in the city of Altoona. This morning at approximately 9:14 a.m., Altoona police officers received a call of a suspicious male at a local restaurant. It was reported that the male matched the description of the United Healthcare murder in New York City. When officers arrived, they made contact with the male who had a face mask on. That male was asked to remove his face mask, and officers immediately recognized him as a suspect in the New York City shooting in recent days. That male was asked for a form of identification. He then provided a fake identification card out of New Jersey. After a brief investigation, it was determined that the ID provided was in fact a fake ID, and he was subsequently arrested for a forgery charge. Once he was taken into custody for that forgery charge, he was transported to the Altoona Police Department. Once at the Altoona Police Department, that male was searched instant to arrest. It was discovered that he had a United States passport that identified him as, Luigi Mangione. From there, continued search of his property. A firearm was located, and a suppressor was also located. There were also other items of evidentiary value that were located that would assist in this investigation. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Governor Shapiro for some words.
Thank you, Deputy Chief Swope. And let me acknowledge and thank the law enforcement who I'm joined with today, beginning with Lieutenant Colonel Bivens of the Pennsylvania State Police. I want to thank Senior Special Supervisory Agent Szabo from the FBI, and acknowledge NYPD Commissioner Daughtry and the women and men of the NYPD who join us here today. District Attorney Weeks, who you will hear from shortly. And I just concluded a briefing with Mayor Adams and Commissioner Tisch from New York. I want to begin by thanking
our fellow Pennsylvania resident who acted as a hero today. Pennsylvania resident saw something early this morning at McDonald's and said something to our local police. Our local police here in Altoona acted swiftly. I want to say a special thanks to Officer Tyler Fry of the Altoona Police Department. Officer Fry is about 6 months into his time serving his fellow people here in Pennsylvania, and he acted swiftly, he acted with smarts, and he acted with calm. You know, safety often turns on the strength of the relationship between the community and law enforcement. We have that strong relationship here in Altoona, and it was proven here today. I want to ask all of our fellow Pennsylvanians to demonstrate the same type of thoughtfulness and courage and smarts as the individual at McDonald's did this morning, and help law enforcement here in Pennsylvania as we continue with our investigation. You'll see photos of the suspect who is here, and you should know that this suspect traveled between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, making stops in between, obviously here in Altoona. I want to ask all of our fellow Pennsylvanians to help us with any tips that they might have by contacting us at 800-4PA-TIPS. Again, that number is 800-4PA-TIPS. The suspect was just arraigned here in the courthouse, and presumably New York will file charges very, very soon. That process will continue to play out, and justice will be delivered in this case. This case is hinged on attention. In fact, the attention in this case and the killing of Brian Thompson was helpful, no doubt, in allowing us to capture this killer, in alerting that individual at McDonald's this morning, and then having that individual contact police. But some attention in this case, especially online, has been deeply disturbing, as some have looked to celebrate instead of condemning this killer. Brian Thompson was a father to two. He was a husband, and he was a friend to many. And yes, he was the CEO of a health insurance company. In America, we do not kill people in cold blood to resolve policy differences or express a viewpoint. I understand people have real frustration with our healthcare system, and I have worked to address that throughout my career. But I have no tolerance, nor should anyone, for one man using an illegal ghost gun to murder someone because he thinks his opinion matters most. In a civil society, we are all less safe when ideologues engage in vigilante justice. In some dark corners, this killer is being hailed as a hero. Hear me on this. He is no hero. The real hero in this story is the person who called 911 at McDonald's this morning. The real heroes every day in our society are the women and men who put on uniforms like these and go out in our communities to keep us safe. This killer was not a hero. He should not be hailed. Mr. Thompson, I understand, was laid to rest earlier today in Minnesota in a private setting. As the conversation continues about this case, let's be mindful not to dehumanize him and make him just an avatar of a system that is disliked by many. He was a father, he was a husband, and he did not deserve to die like this on a sidewalk in New York City. I again want to thank all law enforcement who's present here this evening. Law enforcement works best when it works together. In this case, you have the New York Police Department working together with the Altoona Police Department. working together with our Pennsylvania State Police and our partners at the federal level as well. Everyone came together to solve this case and keep the public safe. I again want to ask my fellow Pennsylvanians, if you have any information regarding this suspect or his travels throughout Pennsylvania, please share those tips with us immediately. And with that, I want to thank District Attorney Weeks for his important work today and invite him to the microphone to say a few words.
Thank you, Governor Shapiro. Good evening, everyone. I would echo the governor's sentiments. Law enforcement does work at its best when they work together. I'd also like to thank District Attorney Seidel. He and his staff came down from Manhattan District Attorney's office today in record time to assist us at the Altoona Police Department. And as the governor stated, the state police, the Altoona Police Department, the FBI, the New York City Police Department, Logan Township Police Department, the Blair County Sheriff's Department, and other agencies all worked together today to do what needed to be done to seek justice. I often brag about how the community in Blair County isn't afraid to say something, to report a crime, to contact local law enforcement. And I've often touted how they've made their community, whether it be Altoona or somewhere else, a safer place to live. And today I submit that a resident from Altoona and the Altoona Police Department helped make New York City a safer place to live and helped kickstart the process to seek justice for a senseless killing. So again, I'd like to thank everybody, and it's my honor to introduce Deputy Commissioner Daugherty at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. DA. On behalf of the New York City Mayor Eric Adams, my boss, Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch, wants to extend once again their appreciation to the Altoona Police Department, to your leadership team, federals, state, local authorities, and especially to the customer at the McDonald's that seen something, said something to the McDonald's employee that called 911 and reported this individual inside of their restaurant. The men and women behind me, the detectives, some of these detectives that are standing behind me haven't been home since Tuesday when this incident happened. They've been working this case tirelessly around the clock. And when they got that phone call, immediately they jumped in their car, the police car, and raced down here to go see if this was the individual that we were looking for. That's dedication. Their commitment to bringing this individual to justice is just standing behind me. And on behalf of the mayor and the police commissioner, they extend their thanks and appreciation to you as well. Here's a message to the criminal element that think that they want to commit a crime in New York City and cross state lines, county lines. The message is very clear. Police Commissioner Tisch's police department will find you and bring you to justice. Just look behind me. Thank you.
I think with that, we'll be happy to try and take a few questions.
Question, I guess maybe for the local version about the arrest specifically today. I don't know who.
We'll defer to Altoona Police.
I guess I'm curious if we could hear a little bit more about the dynamics. If you could set the podium. Sure. If we could hear a little bit more about the dynamics inside that McDonald's. I know there was some detail in the affidavit about what happened when the individual was asked if he's been to New York. Could you speak a little bit to his demeanor and how that played out?
Sure. So it was a peaceful arrest, first and foremost. The officer quickly recognized the male as the suspect from the shooting. And within several seconds of the first contact, he had asked the suspect if he had been in New York City recently. And that really invoked a physical reaction from the suspect. He became visibly nervous, kind of shaking at that question. And he didn't really answer it directly. So that statement alone really said a lot. And the suspect didn't have to say a lot after that question to show that, you know, he was very nervous at that point.
Was that the officer that the governor mentioned who's new on the job? Was involved in that?
Yes, so Officer Fry's here to my left. Officer Fry, you step this way a little bit. And then his partner that he was with, Officer Joe Detweiler.
Officer, could you maybe identify yourself and maybe describe that whole interaction and what played out? Spell your name.
Yeah, Patrolman Fry, Tylerfrye. So whenever we got on scene there, we were able to pretty much find where he was at in the restaurant. And as soon as he was wearing a blue medical mask. As soon as we pulled that down, or we asked him to pull it down, me and my partner and I recognized him immediately, just from what we saw in the media with photos, videos. We just didn't even think twice about it. We knew that was our guy, but he was very cooperative with us. Didn't really give us too many issues. Once we found out his identity, we took it from there.
How does it feel with 6 months on the job as a law enforcement officer to be part of?
I can't say I was expecting it by any means, but it feels good to get a guy like that off the street, especially starting my career this way. It feels great.
So upon his arrest, has he made any statements since his arrest? Has he asked for a lawyer yet?
To my knowledge, he hasn't made any statements.
How long was he staying in Altoona, and where was he staying? And then was the gun on himself, or was it in like a car somewhere?
We are still investigating how long he's been in Altoona. There's still a lot of follow-up to do in this case. Again, the men and women behind me are assisting with that. So we're still looking into it.
I'm going to ask Lieutenant Colonel Bivens of the Pennsylvania State Police to address the question you just raised.
Thank you. So there are a lot of things that need to be followed up yet in this investigation. Certainly, there were a number of items that were found on his person, in his backpack, that have been inventoried, and we've begun to do an analysis of some of those. There were written documents. There are electronic devices that are in the process of being downloaded. Search warrants are obtained. And so over the next hours and days, those efforts will continue. And we're going to take a closer look at all of the information that we can glean from that regarding his activities up until and during the time of the homicide, his flight from New York. And we know that he has been in Pennsylvania a number of days in New York and in Pennsylvania. Additionally,
what the hell?
Trying to determine
that's their feed, y'all.
We don't have another actor or an accomplice.
That's their
out
feed.
there. And so this information will help prove or disprove.
Wow, that's their feed, y'all.
Yet, but we have a lot of information that we can examine that hopefully will give us some of those.
What the heck? What's up, SN?
Those pieces of data that we need. You asked, or someone asked about the interview. He was initially cooperative.
Well, and it went back to the attention cop. Oh, he's not cooperative anymore.
Arraigned and transported, and will be securely housed pending the filing of additional charges in New York.
Got a lot of stuff to go through after this too.
Yep.
Yes.
The suspect's sister was a top doc,
We're not
y'all.
going to get into any more details at this time. We would like to hear from any Pennsylvanian or any Pittsburgher who had any sightings or any dealings with the individual. That's why I specifically asked for anyone with tips to share that with us.
About the extradition to New York, how does that process work? I know that you have your case here, but what happens with the New York one? And how long does it take? Thank you.
So that answer depends. Once the charging documents are filed in the state of New York, we will file a fugitive justice complaint against the defendant. He'll be brought before a common pleas judge shortly thereafter, and the defendant will be presented with the option to waive his extradition or to contest his extradition. If he waives his extradition, we of course will make him available to the NYPD and the Manhattan District Attorney's Office as soon as we're able to arrange his transportation there. If he contests it, that process typically takes between 30 and 45 days to do the requisite paperwork, but we do that all the time in our office, and that's kind of a normal procedure.
Man, their feed is messed up.
On the matter of the backpack itself right now, the backpack itself, you had the one that was in New York. Do we know if that's the same one that he had at the time of the shooting there, or is this backpack that he had here one that he may have acquired? And the findings inside, the gun, the silencer, and cash, some foreign currency as well. Is that correct?
I'll defer to someone else. I'm not going to speculate on any of the interpretation of the evidence. I'm going to rely on the officers doing the investigation to complete that and reach their conclusions.
Can we just say that at this point he is a suspect in the hit on the United CEO? Can we call him a suspect at this point? Obviously, he's much
Yes,
tell
as
you
we
where.
confirmed at his preliminary arraignment with the permission of District Attorney Seidel, we expect charges to be filed forthwith. And obviously, that I'm not going to speculate on that timing, but tonight or tomorrow or sometime in the very near future.
So at this point, we're not going to comment on that. I mentioned that there
What's
is a
up with the
lot of
connection
information to
over
go through. Certainly everything has been or will be shared with NYPD, but there is other information that really doesn't even pertain to that investigation that, again, focuses more on his activities here in Pennsylvania and other travels. So all of that hopefully will shine more light on it. There is some information that gives us some insight into his thinking. But again, all part of the ongoing investigation. Way too early to discuss that.
As far as the NYPD, we're not going to be commenting on the investigation steps here. In the next couple of days, there'll be a media availability at One Police Plaza, and Commissioner Tisch will update. Commissioner Tisch and the Chief of Detectives, Joe Kinney, will update the media at One Police Plaza. But I will be happy to talk about that. The Commissioner Tisch and the New York City Mayor did FaceTime Officer Fry. And then thanked them for their service. So that was
Officer Fry.
Phone call from the mayor and our police commissioner.
Officer Fry. I'll go through what I think the motive is here in a few minutes.
Again, we do have a good idea of that, but all part of the ongoing investigation.
Just to clarify, Governor, you had suggested, I think I heard, I want to make sure I heard it right, that he, I guess he took a bus from the terminal of the George Washington Bridge to Philly.
I don't know what's up with their feed, yo. We'll just have a lounge show later tonight, and we'll do the footage breakdown tomorrow.
Well, again, I'll jump in as it's all part of the ongoing investigation. And so, yes, we do have a good idea how he got from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh.
Come here, baby.
But
Come say
there
hi.
are some gaps in time. And so before we start laying out a timeline of his travel, we really need to work through all of that. And
say
so
hi.
we know that at some point
Say
it
hi,
is likely
baby.
he was in a variety of locations across the state.
Love you too.
To include Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and points in between.
Oh.
Again, that'll all be part of the logically he's caught here in Altoona, so logically he was in those locations first. But again, the timeline of all of that will be part of the ongoing investigation.
The guy's got to eat. Hey, baby.
So I think, again, as
Hey,
part of the
baby.
ongoing investigation, when we
Hi.
determine where he's been, where he stayed, those
Hi,
kinds
baby.
of things, we may be able to answer some of those questions. But right now, I will tell you that based on everything that we have seen, he was very careful with trying to stay low profile, avoid cameras, not all that successfully in some cases. But that was certainly the
No.
effort he was making. He took steps to
My
try
cord
and
is not a toy. I need some wireless.
avoid detection with some of the electronic
Quit
devices
chewing on
and
my
things as
cord.
well. So
Yeah.
again, all part of the investigation.
So you quit
but,
chewing on
but
my
clearly,
cord.
Somebody that was very security conscious and trying to avoid someone
He has
identifying.
no criminal record, and this was a name that was not previously known to law enforcement.
I'm not aware of a criminal history on this individual.
Those tech evasion devices, it was mentioned in the hearing, and then the defendant said that those were waterproof bags. Could you speak a little bit more to what was taken into evidence?
No, not at this point. Again, I've spoken generally about what's there, but
The need for
at this
back
point,
surgery,
everything,
Tara.
remains
We'll
under
get into it in a
investigation.
minute.
We'll
I'm
have
going to
much
wait
more
for all this to
information,
get done.
And New York will certainly have information.
We'll get
for you
into
in the
that.
future.
How confident
we're still going to canvass. We're still going to investigate. Like I said before, we're going to provide an update in a couple of days by the police commissioner and the chief of detectives back at New York. I will say this though: if anybody out there that has any information that they think that will help this case, to please contact our tip line, which is 1-800-577-TIPS. And remember, all calls are kept confidential.
Just to clarify, the customer spoke with the employee called 911.
The employee called in a tip, man.
That is my understanding. Yes, sir.
What? Yes, they said it was a customer. What the? They just told these people. Nobody's listening in that press conference, are they?
Yes, my understanding, I was just confirming, but my understanding is the
Lord.
employee became suspicious, thought they recognized, and wanted someone to check it out further. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, did I say the employee? The customer recognized, notified an employee, and wanted someone to check it out further.
I wish I could go to press conferences.
I'm not familiar with the address of that. It's a McDonald's, but is that it? Yes, they tell me it is.
The suspect disputed the currency. Can you explain why there was a discrepancy or how much?
What? Disputed the
Again,
currency.
we're not going to talk about what was found in the bag. We have accurately cataloged everything that was in there, and that'll be a matter for the future.
Oh, is he going to use that as an evidence tampering tactic in court? Ooh.
I certainly stand by all the comments I made at the preliminary arraignment, but I'm not going to comment anymore on the evidence at this time. My comments at preliminary arraignment were in support of my.
Is he going to try and use that in court? They tampered with the evidence. Very interesting.
He will
Beach Ball.
be taken to a state institution.
Oh, this feed is horrible. I bet you he uses that in court, you guys. They tampered with evidence.
Can never be
used. Boy, I'm calling it right now.
To address political differences, or to
calling it right now.
A difference, or to try and prove some ideological point. Not what we do in New York City. That is not even progress in this country. The person,
the
suspect here.
What the hell are they using? Boost Mobile?
That CEO is a coward, not a hero.
We're using Boost Mobile Wi-Fi?
In this country, we get back to having a civil discourse about our differences. And that is an important lesson that the nation needs to hear as well. On the side, I will tell you.
Baby, we're not even getting video. Do you hear it too? I know it sounds weird, don't it? It sounds weird, don't it? You can hear it, huh? You're like, what is that, Daddy? I don't know. That's the Idaho signal.
Been on this job.
This is horrible. I apologize.
Could have happened.
I know, baby. Boost Mobile.
It's not a way to answer.
I know. At least get Walmart Family Mobile or something.
Law enforcement here in this Commonwealth.
Pay. I am not your father.
Fellow Americans, and I commend them for that.
Thank you all.
Yeah, we'll get into the reason I think was the motive in a minute. We kind of came across it at the beginning of the show, and I really feel, I mean, when the event took place, I was like, did this person have some kind of health related issue? Did his family member have some kind of health related issue? Like what? I don't know. It's just what came to my mind right away. All right. Now we got audio.
Thank you.
All right. So I think it's done now. All right, so this is, I think it's done now. This is what's crazy. Yeah, me too, Miss Cosmo. Let me mute this because I think the press conference is done. I'm gonna leave it up just in case. But this is what's crazy. I was ticket number 512. You can see it right there on your screen. Now I'm gonna hit refresh in a second and we'll see how many people subbed up to it. But this is what's interesting. Where in the hell is she at? She's going crazy. This is what's interesting. Now I don't. It kind of looks like a troll account, but this is what is interesting about this account. Look, we got Manifesto premieres tomorrow at 7 a.m. And then if you're watching this, I've been caught. Find your reason. We'll check those videos out in a second. But let me hit refresh. Let's see how many more people subbed up. And I'm going to share this with you too, because I'm going to I'm going to be up tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Central, and I'm gonna be there for this. I want to see what the heck what's up. I had an incident where I needed back surgery. Here we go, people. Okay, here we go. Hold on one second. So when we came across this article here in the beginning of the show, and I apologize, she's going nuts over here. But we came across this article in the beginning of the show. Now, this had discussed he had a trespassing record, so he must have fallen, got a back injury where, at this place here, must have got a back injury at this place, and it required back surgery. Now, this is the crazy thing about this, and I just noticed this, is you look on the thumbnail right down here, and it says Manifesto upcoming. It says, I had an incident where I needed back surgery. Now, I said from when somebody writes messages on shell casings, when I first heard that, I said, well, the person probably doesn't care about getting caught. Listen, I think this was all pre-planned. Like the lady, the FBI profiler. What's up, Bishy girl? Like the FBI profiler earlier that we were listening to. She was sitting there saying, "Oh well, he wasn't even thinking right." It's like, dude, this dude is a valedictorian. He was going to Penn, MSE and BSE in computer science. The dude's a valedictorian. No, this is something where it's like, I'm going to leave little things all over the place. Now, they've blocked suspended all of his social accounts. But look right here. This is the interesting part, is under the About Me, it says, posting the final thoughts of my friend Lou. This was created 4 days ago, people. This was created 4 days ago. Guess what? This premiere that's on this channel has already been uploaded, and it's already been set to go live. This video was already done. It's been done. It's a premiere, people. The video is done. It's gonna be put out there. This is going to premiere as a live. I will be there tomorrow morning. You look at that thumbnail, and it says, I had an incident where I needed back surgery. When you go back to the beginning, when I went back and I woke up 5 days ago and I heard about it and I saw about it because I was up at 4 in the morning. And then a little bit later, I started seeing things. I always go to Twitter as my source of breaking information. If it's not the angels, I'll go to Twitter. Twitter's always popping. I saw it taking place. I instantly said to myself, yeah, I bet you this has some kind of medical, whether that person had a medical struggle or a family member of that person had a medical struggle. To me, that seemed like the motive from the first moment I heard of this happening. It just, now you see it. Now you can see it. You go through all of these different things and you say, oh, needed back surgery. Oh, was trespassing. Oh, now we come across this. Yes, that's what I'm saying. When you go right here, okay, at a trespassing record from December of 2023, a year ago in Hawaii. He's from Hawaii. Right here, apparently he lived in Hawaii, and it was there where he suffered a back injury while surfing, which required back surgery. Failed to observe and abide by officially posted signs. So basically, trespassed, got in trouble for it. This is basically what happened. He went and trespassed. He got a back injury, and he couldn't leave. And that's how they caught him. Thank you for the tickets. Yeah, that's how they caught him. So, yes, the back injury came from the trespassing. And then when you come across this account was created on December 5th, 2024. 4 days ago. These videos were already updated, preloaded. You got 54 people waiting. Now let's see how many subs. Here's the link if you want to go sub and you want to check it out tomorrow. And trust me, you know what we do over here. We're going to check these out here for a second. It's just going to be music. People do not change for no reason. An hour ago. This one, if you are watching this, I've been caught. This is somebody that knows Luigi. This is somebody that was told, if I'm caught, release these videos. You want to know what the motive is? You're already seeing what the motive is. People do not change for no reason. I had an incident where I needed back surgery. Denied, defend, depose. Now, when we started off this show, you could see a lot of the people that are dealing with these health insurance companies. I mean, come on. A health insurance company quickly changed their whole denied, defend, depose. As soon as they heard this, I'm not going to name the company, but that medical company, a very well-known medical company, hurried up and switched their criteria. They went ahead and switched their criteria. I'm not good. Like I said, I'm not going to name the company, but it's a very well-known company. All right, let's hit refresh. Let's see how many people subbed. Only 44. This is crazy. Well, I guarantee you by tonight, later tonight, this thing is gonna balloon. And let me put out a community post here. And I'll share it with you all. Let's see, how do we... Hold on 1 second. Hold on a minute. It's not coming up as okay. It's not coming up. There we go. There's the community post. $5.72. This thing's gonna climb. We'll go ahead and save that to the playlist. If you are watching this, I've been caught. A close. So it says right here. Oh my lord! I'm gonna have to put her on the video. She's going crazy. Hold on 1 second. Come here, baby. All right. So we'll go ahead and read these. I don't even think many people know about these. Look at this. This video. This video only has 3,900 views on it. All right. Let's read the description here. We knew this would happen. We knew this would happen. It's my duty to follow what was asked. The more we get older, the more we lose our imagination while reality sinks in. Dramatic things will happen in your life that will change your perspective on things forever. I'm sorry if you find that thing interesting. It says, if you are watching this, I've been caught. A close friend will post these videos scheduled. Deny, defend, depose. Take your time to find the truth. The truth is harming. The truth is harming. And then this one right here, posted an hour ago, this one says, you will seem crazy. It makes me wonder if he made these on the Greyhound bus, y'all. Especially to those close-minded, find the truth. People do not change for no reason, as there's a reason for everything. Find your reason. Yeah, I'm going to be up bright and early for this tomorrow. This is not fake, you guys. I can see people right here. Is this no, this is not fake. This is not fake. It's everything. Listen to this video right here. This sounds like, I wonder if he was recording video from the bus. Hold on a minute. Let me mute this music. There's somebody breathing. Hold on. No, this is not fake. This is legit, people. I will be live. I will be live tomorrow for this. Here, let me shrink this. I will be live tomorrow, so I will have a notification out here probably in the next 20 minutes. It sounds like somebody's breathing like there's. I wonder if this is right after or right as he's waiting. I don't know. Hold on a minute. Let's listen to it. You can hear somebody breathing like they're not breathing normal. They're like scared breathing. Dude, seriously, you can hear it. Let me mute my microphone. You can hear somebody scared breathing. What the hell? Hold on a minute. Let's go back to normal. It does sound like a heartbeat too. What the heck? That's bus noises? It's sped up too. It's before it gets to the it's sped up too. It's sped up as well. I wonder if this is right when they, he got on the bus. All right, hold on. Let me slow it down 0.75. Writing something. I bet you this was taken right as he got on the bus. If you are watching this, so he's already told this friend. So this, oh man, hold on a minute. Can this friend, could he be an accessory? Because if he knew, listen, this guy was on the run for 5 days. If he knew this channel was created December 5th. Okay? If he knew that, hey, if I get, and you didn't call the authorities, possibly his brother could, I would think it's, let's see how much he's jumping up now. 593. People are starting to catch on. We were ticket 512. We always get in there early. Die the hero or die trying. Let's see what this video is. I'm going to be live tomorrow, probably 6:30 a.m. Central. So if you want to come hang out with us as this manifesto drops. February 28th to whoa. Hold on. It just popped up with a date. Hold on a minute. It just popped up with a date. February 28th, 2004. Wait a minute. If this injury took place in 2023, this story starts on February 28th, 2004? And that's the video game Hitman. What the heck? Okay, hold. That's the video game Hitman. Yo, he's 26. All right, hold on. So if he's 26, he was born somewhere around 1998. 2004 would be when he was 6. He was born, so he was 6 when this date came up. But this is supposed to be him, you guys, because he was a hitman. This is from the video game Hitman. The date, February 28th, 2004. That's not when he was born, because this was 20 years ago. It's when he was 6. What did it say? Hold on. I'm going to play this. We'll play it with sound in a second. I'm going to play this thing slowed down. It's only 14 seconds. It won't take much time. Yeah, you're right, Katrina. There is way more to this. I wonder if anybody knows about this stuff. Because everybody else was just doing press conferences. I wonder if anybody knows about any of this stuff the whole show besides the press conferences. There's going to be a lot of highlights tonight, that's for sure. 2 gigabyte. 2 gigabyte. That's a good point, Rachel. There is a disc, I bet, with corruption. And that was just the video. Oh, here's the end. International Contract Agency Headquarters, Mission Briefing, United Healthcare. Is that when United... Hold on. Is that when United Healthcare became a company? No, United Healthcare was established in January of 1977. That's not it. What happened February 28th? What happened February 28th? Hold on a minute. Okay, just give me a moment here. I'm trying to... That's a good point. Was it a family member injuries? Maybe one of their family members passed away due to medical malpractice. Is that where they got because they were well off. So is that where they got money? February 28th, 2004. So United Healthcare was established in 1977. His back injury took place in 2023. He was born in 1998, give or take, because we don't know what month he was born in. It's got a... So this is part of the Hitman's screen. He just put United Healthcare over it. Does something else pop up? No, nothing else pops up. Die the Hero or Die Trying is the title of the video. Hold on one second. Ooh, that's interesting. Hold on. All right. Oh, yeah, this is all cryptic stuff. This is all cryptic stuff. So I'll leave that up there for a second. Brian started working for the company in 2004. No, it's not a date that's on the game. This is all cryptic stuff. This is all cryptic. That's why he wrote the messages on the shell casings. He knew. You can send it on all platforms. Evil CJ, EVIL, ECJ at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Every platform. And then also evilcj at gmail.com. Just if you send me something, let me know where you sent it. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Okay. I'm just going through all this. Hold on. Give me one. This is crazy. Just kind of let me. I can't believe nobody's talking about this, you guys. There is nobody talking about this stuff. I'm trying to see if there's any more updates. And then we're going to go through a couple things here. I don't think anybody knows about these videos, man. This is crazy. We're going to be live 6:30 a.m. Central tomorrow. I went ahead and put the footage breakdown to tomorrow night, and we'll be hanging out for quite a while longer. And then I'm going to go hang out at the lounge tonight. We'll be up bright and early tomorrow discussing this. Okay. Thompson began working there in 2004. Okay, let me see. What's this? This is from BuzzFeed. United Health Group Company history timeline. Let's see, 2004. It doesn't. Let's see, 2000. Oh my lord, with the fucking pop-ups. July, so that's not February, so it has nothing to do with the timeline. It was February 28th, 2004. Let's see. His sister posted a picture of them two and stated, that's is that from the sister's Facebook? Praying for you from his sister. Praying for you. February 28th, 2004. I don't think anybody knows about these. Let's go back to... I think I got way too many tabs open. If you are watching this, I've been caught. 2004. What happened in 2004? Let me see. And that's his sister, who's the top doctor, right? Let me see here. Maria Santa Magnon, MD, PhD, Kathy Goldlab, 2021 grad. Cell and Developmental Biology, University of Maryland. Internal Medicine at University of Texas Southwestern. Let's see. Who is Nicholas? Whoa, is that the date that a family member was afflicted with a medical condition? Okay, hold on. Sent Gmail. Okay. I'll check that here in a second. Thank you. Who's Nicholas? Yeah, I know. Nicholas, who passed away in 2008 at 83 following a stroke, owned Turf Valley Resort. He established Lorraine Health Services, where Luigi volunteered in 2014. What? Whoa. Okay, hold on. What? Hold on. Busby, who did that? Brian Thompson? Oh, I got too many tabs open. Hold on. It's in the timeline the company did in late 2003. Okay, hold on. In the timeline. Let me go back to the timeline. So in 2003, by 2003, had become the largest health insurer in the United States. They sold stock. I'm not seeing it. Where's it at, Busby? Where they cut all those jobs. In this one right here? So hold on a minute. 2014. So that's not. Let me see. What is this? Yeah, that's what they said on the shell cases. What is this? The Truth. 57,000 views. Okay, if this is another video, The Truth. If you see this, I'm already under arrest. If you see this, I'm already under arrest. I know nobody's even talking about this stuff. I don't understand. I mean, look at all this shit. You want to know the motive here? It's just like what I thought when I first heard the news that morning. I was like, it has to be procedure related or something. That's what I'm wondering, Sybil. I bet they did. I bet they got fun. There had to be something. Okay. Soon. December 11th. What? It flashed December 11th. Why did it flash December 11th? Because tomorrow is when it's coming out, right? Hold on a minute. It just flashed right down there. Look, you'll see it. No, no, these videos, these accounts were made days ago, and they already have the videos set as premieres. These were already made before he got caught this morning. These were already made before he got caught. Watch, you'll see it pop up real quick, bottom right screen, December 11th. Watch, you'll see it go. It'll flash real quick, bottom right there. You see it? It just flashes real quick. I've slowed it down right there. It says December 11th, but that live is scheduled tomorrow. I don't know. We'll dig into this one and we'll see. All is scheduled. Be patient. Bye for now. All right, hold on. Let me go to this. Let me see. Okay, so there's no extra videos right there. It just has the truth. So that comes back to here. And this one has a video scheduled manifesto for tomorrow. We'll be live 6:30 a.m. Central tomorrow. Okay, so that. Oh, nice. Scott Reich is talking about it. Shout out to him from Crime Talk. He actually talked about it. Let me see here. 1 second. Oh my gosh. My computer is a mess right now. Hold on. I got so many things open. I have to try and consolidate here. Hold on. Just give me a few moments here. I really need to get another screen. Shoot. What the heck? Yeah, very prepared. Okay, so we have that. I'm just saving stuff so I can we can show it if we need to, but I'm trying to consolidate. All of these tabs here. All right, so there's that. Let's see, we got that. Okay, we can get rid of that. All right, we can get rid of that. Is heir to a holiday resort fortune. So Luigi is heir to holiday resort fortune created by his grandparents and has sister who's top doctor. The suspect of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson is the heir to a holiday resort fortune created by his grandparents and the brother of a top doctor. Lewis, 26, comes from a powerful Maryland family centered on the late patriarch Nicholas Magione, a first-generation American who built a real estate empire in the state, including country clubs and media. Nicholas, who passed away in 2008, aged 83, after suffering a stroke, was the owner of Turf Valley Resort and Hayfields Country Club, a well-known as well as a radio station, WCBM-AM. Nicholas was born in Baltimore's Little Italy to a poor family, but worked his way up from nothing. He also founded the nursing home Lorien Health Services. Luigi volunteered at his grandpa's nursing home in 2014. According to his LinkedIn, Nicholas had 10 children, including Luigi's father, Louis, and was married to his wife, Mary, until his death. The couple lived in a $1.9 million mansion on their country club, with Mary dying in 2013. Luigi, also the cousin of Republican Maryland House of Delegates member Nino Mangione. Meanwhile, Luigi's mother, Kathleen, owns a boutique travel company, and his sister, Maria Santa, is a respected doctor. She now works as a medical resident at UT Southwestern Medical Center in Dallas after graduating from Vanderbilt Medical School. Luigi is being held. Okay. So this is all them in Altoona, Pennsylvania, just after 9 a.m. Okay, that's where he was detained. Luigi is pictured with his mom, Kathleen, and dad, both in purple, and sister, Maria Santa, in Burgundy. And there's 11 more photos. Okay, so it shows some of these. Hold on here. Okay, police confession. Let's see, ghost gun. I'm looking for February 28th, 2024 somewhere, y'all. I want to figure it out before tomorrow. Okay, that's him speaking. That's the mansion. Hold on a minute. Thompson lived in a, let me see, $1 million mansion. Deny, defend, oppose. So he was set to detail bumper profits. Set to detail bumper profits. Now that might just been an opportunity for him to, you know, show up and do what he was doing. Hold on one second. Whoa, this video was removed, you guys. What? What? The video was removed. What? Is this channel gone? Hold on a minute. How can they... Okay, is this even legal? Is this freaking legal? Does this channel still exist? The channel was removed because it violated community guidelines. What did it... Yo, am I still fucking live? But it wasn't him. It was a friend. It said, you can go to the stream, and it said, I am a friend. Is this one still up? Okay, this one is still up. What the hell? Video unavailable. Am I still live? Yo, we're the only ones that have it, you guys. We're the only ones that have those videos. I don't know what I should do. Should I I do have it saved. It's on my own footage. I mean, right here. Can hold on, you guys. Hold on. I might have to take this off. Just give me a moment. I might have to end this and then come back here and I'm not deleting shit, Tara, trust me. Trust me. No, what I probably should do, I probably should end this stream and start up another one. I'll be back here in a minute. Yes. I need to end this stream. I will be back in a minute. You will see a new notification coming out here in a second. I'm not going to say too much. Right now. I'll be back in a minute. You'll see a notification come out in about 10 minutes. Just come on back. And in the meantime, I'm going to think of other alternate options that we can still do for that. Yeah, it's already in my mind, Pam, trust me, but I do need to stop this, and I will be back in a few minutes. We'll get this figured.
Standby.